and then they're and it looks like the
Subscribe.
The regular season is in the books. Jackie's first full regular season as an NFL analyst is in the books. The postseason is upon us. Jacked Up merch is now out. We will begin pushing this merch. I will give her a serious boost through my various social media outlets, depending on her jacked up performance today. It's week 18, regular season, the first ever 17. That's what it was. Jackie is just so used to a 16-week season that she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe there's another week of regular season," because you were preparing for the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. 3 minutes on the clock. Jacked up.
Okay, so this is what you explained to me earlier.
Don't say that part.
Okay, this is what I learned by myself.
There you go.
And I'm gonna try and restate everything.
Yes.
But there's a lot of
Big
moving
brain
parts.
of yours.
With the big brain. There's a lot of moving parts and
So many.
a lot of teams. But here's what I have gathered. The Steelers
Yeah.
played the Ravens. Already. I think kind of a crazy game because they were tied up and that I jumped ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we're good.
Yes.
The Steelers won.
Yep.
So the Steelers
Did their part.
they did their part.
Also needed.
They won. Then they were like, they knew that who had to win was the Jags. No, don't even. I don't need that. Was the Jags and just that. The Jags had to win. Wait, no. Fuck. Okay.
That was the first. There's 3 legs. The first 2 big ones where they needed to win and they needed the Jags to win.
So the Jags are the first draft pick, meaning they're the worst, obviously. So everyone's like, "Okay, the Jags, like, there's and they were playing the actually help me out. The Colts. Oh, yes, the Colts. Okay, so everyone was like, "Okay, obviously the Colts."
And all the Colts needed to do
was just win. And it was so easy because it's the Jags. So everyone was like, "Okay, they have this in the bag." And then the Jags win and they shock everybody. And the Steelers are like, "Oh." And then the next important game was the so that was fine. So then the Steelers are going to the playoffs.
Well, there was one last piece.
Okay, the last piece was the Chargers-Raiders. And the Chargers-Raiders game...
All the Steelers needed was
for a tie. Nope, with the Raiders. Chargers.
Either.
Either.
They just couldn't
have a tie. Oh my God.
Which is something
you stressed that so many times. Yes.
Because it's pretty rare, right, Jackie?
They just couldn't have a tie. And like we talked about, like, it's rare because they're NFL players and they shouldn't be tying anyways.
Right.
But
yeah, Jackie had a big problem with ties, right? You're like, you're a professional. No ties.
Yeah. So then they play, right? And it's a crazy game. And then they're and it looks like the Raiders were gonna win. And then in the last second, like the last 4 seconds, the Chargers touchdown. And then, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Chargers touchdown, and they're like, "Oh shit, it's a tie." So then they go into
the worst 2-minute drill in history. That drive was arguably
where they scored.
Yeah, my favorite drive in the history.
Because it was bad, but they scored.
But it was so impossibly bad.
Yeah. I promise you that there have been some Jets 2-minute drills that have lasted 10 seconds.
No, I mean obviously the best worst ever.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, the first 3 downs. Just a wash every time.
Yeah.
They did not.
I saw your tweet. Like, did the Chargers know that you have 4 downs? Or downs 1 through 3?
And then 4th and 10. So like, every play, they were going for a 15-yard gain every play. Unnecessary thing to do. I think they got the ball back with 2:09 left, all their timeouts. So you had 4 stoppages of play to get fucking 80 yards down the field. And everything, 15-yard chunk play. So they're making their wide receivers run 15-yard sprints constantly. Everyone's getting gassed. They would convert on 4th down. Then they they convert on 4th down, another set of downs, get to 4th down, convert on 4th down again, another set of downs, don't convert that fourth down, but get a holding call. So then they get
wow.
and then I think after that the fourth down stopped.
So honestly,
but I think there were 3 fourth down conversions on that drive. Following
but they scored,
following the fourth down conversion, it was 4th and 21 when they were down 15. 4th and 21, Herbert threw a fucking rocket into the end zone. That was the best, and I know you're not done, but that was the best non-Patriots regular season football game I've seen.
Oh yeah, that was a beaut. As far as
time.
entertainment value, unbelievable. Because the teams went to overtime, and
They went to overtime, and then
the whole world this time is like, oh my god, this like tie thing is actually on the table.
So then this is where I get a little confused, but
Oh yeah, starting now.
that was unnecessary.
But accurate.
But I technically I have said it all accurate. Well, okay, whatever. So then, there's a field kick, a field goal potentially going to be kicked by the Charger. Why are you hopping?
Because I'm just loving how you're trying to get through this. It's very funny.
They're
I'm like willing you to the finish line.
they're
within field goal.
They're within field goal. The Chargers. Nope. The Raiders. And so they're about to kick it, and their kicker is great.
Well, they're thinking about kicking it, but like, remember, there's just like this wild thing that could potentially maybe probably happen.
This wild thing that could potentially maybe happen, which is that they kick it, and then the Chargers get it, and then the Chargers kick it down to the other side of the field, and they score. Or they just kick the field goal and then they win. Or they just tie. They take a knee. They take a knee. Oh, so then. Sorry, is this annoying?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the whole series is annoying. That's the point.
Okay, yeah, okay. So then, this must be so painful for people who understand football to get through.
It's amazing.
So then the Raiders. So at this point, they're like, oh my God, I skipped. The whole point of this is like, they're kind of like, they were both going to tie. And like, they both kind of had this agreement, but then they were like, hey, we can't actually we'll actually like play the game because like, that's kind of like, fuck to just like tie, like whatever. Cause like, so then they both like are going at it and then just actually happens to be a tie. And then, so then they're like getting down to like the end and then they're like already tied up. And so they're like, okay, this is so easy for us. Like we both get to the playoffs if we tie.
That was
then they're like kind of in agreement, like, okay, we're just gonna tie this thing, and then the Chargers call a timeout, and then the timeout, the Raiders were kind of like, that was kind of fucking weird. So then they go, so then they're okay, like maybe we'll just go for it, and then. So, because then they were worried that small thing that whatever was gonna happen, I guess. So then they decide to kick it, and then they make it, and then the Raiders won, and the Chargers were like, "What?" And that's all I know. So then they're out. The Raiders.
So who's in?
Raiders.
And
Steelers.
Yes. And who's out?
Colts.
And
Chargers.
there you go.
We have
So you painted 2 games. So we got 10 others to go. So what else? What else happened this week? No,
I know.
There was other big moments, I'm sure, but that was the
big one.
That was
Jets
wild.
Lost,
that
49ers won.
But Jackie, wonderful first regular season. You now got to do the postseason.
How long is the postseason?
4 weeks
till middle of February, another month.
I think I'm too smart for it now, and I know too much.
Well, there's something that people are not going to want to hear. You're too smart for this.
I just think it's like.
As someone who just watched it, I don't know if I can agree with that.
Now I'm just at the point where I'm just like any other football analyst.
Oh,
and,
right. You're just white noise.
It's like now I'm just another.
Well, maybe I challenge you to come. You know what? I'll tell you what. Your best jacked ups are when you come with an idea like tickling everybody.
100%.
Or putting the ring around the quarterback and running around with the ring of protection.
That happens all the time. You guys acted like that was so dumb and like that.
The ring around the quarterback?
The ring around the quarterback.
Yeah, no, we didn't act like it was dumb. We said it was a great idea. It's why it's been used in football the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, there's something called the pocket, but when you come with ideas,
I'm talking about them holding hands. Like they're not like
that doesn't happen ever.
Yeah,
I know,
that
but-
one doesn't happen.
Huh?
Yeah, I agree. That one.
Yeah,
doesn't happen.
that's the thing she said.
It's
happens
more
all the time.
useful without it. That would
What?
definitely slow them down.
The ring around.
Yeah,
the
ring
whatever.
around.
The hands, yeah.
Holding hands around
Well,
the
it's not
quarterback.
about
The
like
way they do it, the blocking thing, that one works pretty well.
Yeah.
no, because it's not about like being fast. It's just about having like a tight circle that nobody can get through.
Well, sometimes, what about more of like a line?
No,
instead of a circle?
that's like what you. I'm not. That's what they do. I get that. I'm saying.
Yes.
You guys don't get it. You
No,
guys
I
don't
do get it. I do get it.
No, it's
But
fine.
my point being, when you come with those ideas, those are your best jacked up. So I
Okay.
challenge you for the postseason to come up with some original Jackie thoughts.
Okay.
And it was good enough that I will promote your jacked up merch.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Buy jacked up merch. We've got hoodies and t-shirts with the pink and white jacked up logo. Really it's a feminist wave, really.
Yeah.
If you are a football fan, if you are a female football fan and you want to see more female analysts, take a look every fucking Sunday. Look at CBS on NFL. Look at Fox on NFL. What is it? Panel of 4, 6, 8 men. Hardly ever any girls. You get maybe one female hosting. You get maybe one sideline reporter, perhaps someone in the booth. But no, nobody who has their own show, solo female out here recapping football for all the guys and girls. Jackie is like Susan B. Anthony. Rosie the Riveter. You are a
That's what they
fucking
call me, yeah.
trailblazing hero for the feminists of this generation. So if you're into any of that, buy the jacked up merch.
I'm gonna keep spending my. You know what I used to do on my Sundays? Is I used to get my nails done. I used to sleep. I used to get my hair cut. I used to get my shit together on Sundays. And you know what I do now? Is I watch this dumb sport of football. And so if I'm going to keep doing that and taking time out of my days and not getting my nails done and not getting my hair done and all that, then you guys better subscribe.
Tell him why you're mad, Jackie.